My name's Chris Ayers, retired Marine Corps captain. I was severely wounded as a platoon commander in the First Battle of Fallujah in April of 2004. April, my company commander pushed me across the street from my platoon defensive position and to occupy a position that was in enemy territory. As soon as we did, we stepped off an ambush and just started taking RPGs like they were freaking throwing confetti at us. It was a hellacious experience. I took an RPG to the back of my right thigh. It basically shredded off the whole back half of my right leg, blew off my hamstrings from my butt to my back of my knee. Totally disintegrated all my nerves, hamstrings, tendons, just filleted. I lost peripheral vision in my right eye and cracked 18 teeth in my mouth, and I was freaking done.
The man I married, November 23rd, 1996, was no longer with me. It was a totally different person laying there. There's no books you could ever read, nothing you could ever see on TV that could ever prepare you for what you would see or what I lived the next 7 years of my life. We had several dark years actually, but Chris he was getting very dark, and I had, asked him a few times to get help, and we were butting heads on that. And
then, I was also real short with the kids. I could handle them on me for a little bit, and then I'd just be like, get off me, now.
His anger was growing and growing and growing, and we would fight about everything, and he drank a lot. That was a big thing.
I would just pick apart my wife, just pick her apart. The easiest thing to do. Hell, I'm voiding out, don't want to talk to anyone else. Well, let's find something wrong with Renee. You're not doing that right. You're not doing this right. The hell's wrong with you? It was destroying a relationship.
On a particular day, I had really just had enough of it. Enough's enough. And when we started arguing, I wouldn't back down, which was mistake number one.
She got in my face, which was, at that time, the wrong move. I grabbed her by the neck, lifted her 1.5 feet off the deck, put her up against the wall, and my whole outside perimeter just went like in a blur.
He put his whole hand around my trachea, and he just popped my trachea out. And he had me one-handed, lifted me, and I'm 150 pounds. He lifted me up off the floor and had me up against the wall and had my trachea, and he was squeezing it, and I literally knew right then and there I was dying.
To me, it was a threat, and I was going to eliminate it, but it was conflicting with, it's my wife, it's not a threat. How is she a threat? It's my wife, it's somebody I love, somebody I know.
I don't know, it must have been by the grace of God that I got this out, and one thought to myself was, I don't want him to feel the guilt of if he killed me. And I said, it's not your fault. And then he let me go.
So we started looking into going away for treatment. I know so much about psychology and PTSD and my experiences, and I said it's still kicking my butt.
You can't do it alone. You need to reach out to other people that have been there, even when you think that things are at its worst, that there's still hope out there, and don't give up.
It's been a release. I've been able to just, all the crud that I carry on my chest and my heart and on my back, just be able to try to get rid of it. I said enough's enough. I drew a line in the sand and reached out to God. He who asks for the Lord's help shall receive, and then I received it.
I've learned to live, the new person that I'm married to, and it's taken time. We've had everything in the book thrown at us, and we made a commitment to it to stay together, and no matter what, we can get through it.
It's not going to be easy, but I have a sense of confidence, I have a sense of release, And I have a good feeling that, and knowing that everything in my life is going to be okay as long as I remain committed.
There's positive that can come out of tragedy, and you can move forward because we're proof of that.